Hey folks, today I'm going to talk about 5 AEW stars that the WWE needs to sign. So I know that as of late, there's been a lot of talk about different WWE stars going to AEW, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan included. And there has been many of them go in that direction. But the less touched on topic is, what about when the time comes when more of these AEW wrestlers start going to the WWE, when the WWE starts signing them? Because, yeah, you have to remember, things can go both ways. Okay, AEW can poach WWE wrestlers and it gives WWE competition for their talent, but it can go both ways. WWE can poach their wrestlers. And if anything, AEW could be the thing that helps WWE become better, not only because of competition, but because of talent. They will be able to supply them with additional talent that they can mold and use, that they can use and mold into bigger stars. So, thinking about that, number one, of course, Hangman Adam Page. Don't think much more needs to be said. Like, he is over. He's got a bit of size to him. He's good in the ring. He's decent on the mic. And, he just has a certain demeanor to him. He's able to kind of take his time and make what he does count. And I think that's what kind of distinguishes him from a lot of the other people in the AEW roster who can sometimes come across as like tryhards. And by doing that, they kind of remove the mystique and distinction surrounding them. So yeah, Hangman Adam Page, that's definitely a big one that WWE needs to sign. Number two, I would say Jade Cargill. Now, I know she hasn't been featured much on AEW TV as of late, which I think is a big mistake, especially when you look at the health, the shape of their women's division. Jade Cargill has megastar potential. Forget about Nyla Rose. Britt Baker's nice, but she ain't on Jade Cargill's level. Just in terms of her look, her aura. Nobody in the wrestling business looks and moves like her. But she's also decent in the ring as well. Even though she's something of a rookie, she's learning quickly because she has that athletic background. So, yeah, I can imagine WWE must be scouting and looking into her right now. I don't know when her contract expires, but WWE needs to be on the lookout for her, because if they were to bring her to the WWE, she could bring a lot to the women's division. And there'll be a few dream matches there, Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. That would be fire. I would pay money to see that. So yes, number two, Jade Cargill. Number three, Ethan Page. He's very good at being a heel. He has good size to him. He's good in the ring, good facial expressions. He's quite an experienced hand in terms of he's worked in TNA and he's wrestled around the world. He's got a lot of the makings to be a consistent upper mid-carder in any promotion he goes to. So Ethan Page. Then number four, MJF. Come on, I don't even really need to explain much here, but yeah, his mic skills, he's a decent worker, great heel, he's a sports entertainer, and the WWE loves stuff like that. And yeah, to see him be there and be able to feud with people such as Randy Orton, John Cena, Edge, Roman Reigns. There's just so many different, it's just a who's who. He could just make gold out of anything. So yes, MJF. And number five, last but not least, Darby Allin. Now, I will not lie, he's not necessarily my type of wrestler in terms of his look, presentation, and his in-ring work. But like many others, I would be a fool to say that he's not over. He is over. And with everything, you might go, oh, he's an indie wrestler, garbage wrestler. He's doing all of this dumb crap. He doesn't, understand in-ring psychology, which I disagree on. I think he is quite good with that. You can say all of those things, but you can't deny the fact that he's a standout. He's a standout performer and wrestler. You stick Darby Allin in the AEW roster and you put him in the WWE roster, and he just sticks out and draws your attention compared to everyone else. Just in terms of, yes, his look, his wrestling style, he has a certain mystique and vibe to him that makes you want to see more from him. Hence, the reason why he has become something of a ratings draw compared to many of the other AEW stars. Like the quarterlies for his matches and his segments do quite well from what I've heard. So those will be my 5 AEW stars that the WWE needs to sign. First and foremost, Hangman Adam Page. They could make a big star out of that kid. Then Jade Cargill, mega star all over her. Movies, the sky's the limit for her. Ethan Page, he's got it all. Maybe not in the highest quantities, but he's an all-rounder. He's something of a jack of all trades, and you can slot him anywhere, and he will work well as an upper mid card heel. Then MJF, need I say any more? Darby Allin. Those are my top 5. How about you guys? What stars do you think the WWE needs to sign from AEW? And would you have any intel? Do you think there's stars that they're looking at now? Let's chat about it. Thanks for listening, and peace.